Just real quick, guys, what's your background? How'd you get into this in the first place?
Well, we met at Avalon. What year was it? Like 2002 or 3?
Yeah.
And we met through Eli Wilkie, and then we just started talking music. And then we found out that we played the same music. We had the same record crate, you know. So then we got down and started producing. Like we wanted to make the Creedmoor French-style house stuff, the disco house. And yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, man. Yeah.
That's cool. And the scene, the electronic scene in Boston, like it seems pretty crowded. Is there anything you guys did in particular to kind of set yourselves aside from the rest of the pack and stand out?
Well, we have a residency every other month at Rise, which is considered Boston's best after-hours club. So we're really good friends with the owners, the promoters there. We tend to mix it up a bit, keep our style fresh. We actually incorporate a lot of video and VDJ sets as well. So if the promoter and the crowd can dig it, Joe mixes up some video, and we get down with the audio and the visual at the same time.
And you've actually started your own record label, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
Would you recommend that as something others try to do? Is that too much work?
I started it in 2006, so it's been about 5 years now. 34 releases total. Wow. It takes a lot of dedication, and artists cannot be the most pleasing individuals to work with. So I definitely recommend doing it. It's not that hard. Right. You've got Beatport is probably the leader in the digital online music sales.
Okay. So
to get in with Beatport does take a bit of knowing, who's who and whatnot. Yeah, some connections in the industry. But once you're in, and it's all about the quality of the music. And it helps to have a bit of capital set aside so you can pay some good remixers.
Plan for it.
Yeah.
Cool. I noticed you guys got a track in DDR a couple years ago. Is there anything in particular you did to land that? Because getting songs in video games these days is huge.
Well, should I tell them how bad so-and-so label is? Yes, I'm going to give this advice to the young producers out there. Do not go with System Recordings. They're the ones that sync the track up with Konami, which put out the game. And I discovered the fact that we were on the video game on YouTube, and some kid was playing the final stage, and it was our track.
Wow.
And that's just insanity, man. Like they basically put it out, got the sync money, and never told us.
Yeah, and that's all the more reason to start your own label, because dealing with other labels, it can be quite greedy. However, there is no money to be made in record sales. You have to gig and tour. Let me tell all you artists out there. So you can start a label all you want, but that's not going to pay for your room and board and food. So you got to get out there and gig.
Good to know. One last thing we're trying to ask everybody we're interviewing this weekend is, what excites you about the music industry today?
Wow, man. I have to say technology. You know what I mean? Like SoundCloud, you guys should check out SoundCloud.com. Great website to put your music, stream it, you know what I mean? And I see young producers, 19, 18 years old, just killing it, man, because they have the tools, you know what I mean? And it was like, I started with Digital Performer and then the Pro Tools, and then now we use Ableton Live. I totally recommend that. But it took years to like hone it and get it, but guys can start out today with a very cheap setup with VSTs and just do it, you know what I mean? So the overhead is a lot less than what it used to be, and so
just easier.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's more experimentation because the tools are better, you know what I mean? So yeah, some of the music, some pop music, no, I'm not a fan of the pop music. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the dance music is actually really good, really good.
Great. Thanks a lot, guys.